So students, today I am going to discuss about cardiac cycle. Before discussing the cardiac cycle, first we have a clear concept about the structure or anatomy of heart, which ducts are connected with which chambers. This concept should be cleared first. Okay, so let's start. Here remember, diastole means relaxation and systole means contraction. So joint diastole means both the atria and ventricles in relaxed state or the entire heart in relaxed state. Okay, so diastole means relaxation or systole means contraction. And here with the green color I try to show the deoxygenated blood, while the red colored means the oxygenated blood. TV means tricuspid valve, BV means bicuspid valve, SV means semilunar valve here, SN means SA node and AV node. Okay, just start. First, the entire heart is in relaxed state, means in joint diastole state. Clear? Then here we know there is a muscular node is present, which is called SA node. So first in SA node, impulse is generated, means it receives some stimulus. So we know that SA node is stimulated, or here impulse is generated, as it is present in the atrial valve. That means first it becomes atria contracts, both the auricles become contracts. Listen, in SA node, first SA node become excited, or here impulse is generated. When it is excited, as it is present in the atrial muscles, so both the auricles become contracted, means atrial systole. Now here this tricuspid valve and this bicuspid valve become open. Okay, next, now from the body tissue, the deoxygenated blood via vena cava directly enters into the auricles, and from auricles it comes into the right ventricle. Similarly, the oxygenated blood via pulmonary vein enters into the left auricle, and from here it directly enters into the left ventricle. Why? Because this bicuspid valve and tricuspid, both the valves are open, so blood from here go to this pathway, enters here, and as this valve is open, it directly rushes into this chamber. Similarly, from lungs, oxygenated blood enters first in this chamber. As this valve is open, it directly comes into this chamber, means both the ventricles now become filled with blood. But remember, now at that time only these valves are open, and as these valves are open, that's why the blood directly comes from this chamber to this chamber and from this chamber to this chamber, means from auricle to ventricles. And the semilunar valve, this valve and this valve will remain closed now. Okay, so as the ventricles become filled with blood, it means here blood pressure become increased. Okay, blood pressure become increased. Now the stimulus that is generated in the AC node, now it comes to this AVN node also, and from the AVN nodes this generate passes through the bundle of His, and the ventricles become contracted. Ventricle contracted means ventricle becomes systole, ventricle systole. When ventricle will systole, the semilunar valve means this valve and these valves become open and the bicuspid tricuspid valve become closed. Okay, as we know that both the ventricles are filled with blood, so from right ventricle the deoxygenated blood enters into this pathway, means through pulmonary artery they reach to the lungs, and from left ventricle oxygenated blood via aorta enters into the tissue. Okay, during the diastole of ventricle, means when the ventricles become contracts, the blood from both the ventricles go to their respective path through this valve, because now both these valves are open. From this bloods go to this pathway, and from this chamber blood comes to this pathway and enter into the body tissue. Remember one thing, when bicuspid and tricuspid valves are open, semilunar valves remain closed, and when semilunar valves open, bicuspid and tricuspid valves close to prevent the backflow of blood. If both these valves are open at the same time, then there is a probability of mixing of two types of blood. That's why when these valves are open, they are closed, and when these are open, these are closed. Clear? And it is also seen that first the entire heart becomes in relaxed state. Next, when in SA node impulse is generated, auricles become excited or contracted. Auricle contracted, but at that time ventricle becomes in relaxed state. And when this impulse is generated in the ventricles also, AV node, and ventricles become contracted, at that time auricles are in relaxed state. Means it happens in simultaneously. And at last, after the blood from both the ventricles, they go to their respective path. The ventricles become relaxed, means diastole, and arterial is also in diastolic state, means entire heart become again in relaxed state, means joint diastole. Comes to this again this condition, and again this pathway become repeated. Okay, for this cycle is about 0.8 second only, and as we all know that in a minute heart beats for 72 times. That means in a minute there are so many cardiac cycles can be completed. Okay, now there are two terms, one is the stroke volume and second one is the cardiac output. Stroke volume means during this cardiac cycle each ventricle pumps out about 70 ml of blood. Means from these ventricles at a time each ventricle pumps about 70 ml of blood. This is the stroke volume. Okay, and when we multiply it into number of heartbeat per minute, it will be the cardiac output. So cardiac output means stroke volume into heart rate. And if we multiply this, means stroke volume is about 70 ml into heartbeat, it approximately 5000 ml or 5 liter blood. Okay, and now when the tricuspid valve and bicuspid, this is bicuspid valve, become closed, at the time of the closure a sound is produced which is first sound or love, and DUB, this sound is these sounds occur during the closure of semilunar valves. So both these two sounds are produced. Okay, it has been found that when first the entire heart in relaxed state, okay, then first both the auricles become contracts, and at that time ventricles are in relaxed state. Next ventricle becomes contract, auricle are in relaxed state, and at last both the heart become in relaxed state. So this is the cardiac cycle. Just follow the video carefully and try to understand. Okay, it's a complex process. It is the blood circulation pathway, means from the body tissues the deoxygenated blood first enters into the right auricle. From right auricle it enters into right ventricle, and from right ventricle through this pulmonary artery it goes to the lungs, where the deoxygenated blood become oxygenated, and through pulmonary vein enters into the left auricle, and from left auricle the oxygenated blood enters into the left ventricle, and left ventricle through it enters into it from the left ventricle through aorta it enters into the body tissues, and again the oxygenated blood become deoxygenated and the pathway is repeated, and it is the double circulation. But the blood vessels, mainly arteries and veins, having three layers: outer tunica externa, which is made up of squamous endothelium; middle layer is made up of smooth muscles and elastic fibers, which is known as tunica media, and this is very thin in veins; and the last one is the tunica intima, which is the innermost layer and mainly made up of collagen fibers and fibrous connective tissues. So these are the layers of the blood vessels, whereas this middle layer is very thin in veins. Now there are some circulation, means the portal circulation, systemic circulation, and there are additional hepatic portal circulation also. So portal circulation means deoxygenated blood from right ventricle via pulmonary artery. The deoxygenated blood from right ventricle enters into the lungs. From lungs the blood becomes oxygenated, and through pulmonary veins it enters into the left auricle or left atrium. This is the portal circulation. And systemic circulation means from the oxygenated blood from left atrium the blood enters into the left ventricle. From here the oxygenated blood go to the body tissues and gaseous exchange takes places, means oxygen is taken and CO2 is released, and CO2 rich blood means the again deoxygenated blood enters into the right auricle, and from right auricle again it go to the right ventricle. So this is the systemic circulation, and this one is the portal circulation that we have already discussed here. Another is the hepatic portal circulation, means blood is carried from intestine to liver before the blood is delivered into systemic circulation, means the blood from intestine is carried to the liver before it is delivered to systemic circulation.